With his mind on the general election in a few months' time, India's Prime Minister came bearing gifts for the Jammu and Kashmir region. A virtual security lockdown was enforced in the capital Srinagar, where Narendra Modi unveiled electricity, education and healthcare projects. Dozens of activists were detained and separatist leaders were put under house arrest to prevent anti-India demonstrations for his visit. Many in the state with the Muslim-majority population are unhappy with the policies of the government in New Delhi. They are angry with the continued presence of security forces. Some are armed and demand autonomy. Modi vowed a tough response to what he called terrorism.
I want to ensure the Kashmiris and the entire nation that this terrorism will be forcibly dealt with. Every terrorist will be sternly dealt with. By conducting a surgical strike on Pakistan, we showed our clear intentions to the world. We'll break the back of the terrorism in Kashmir.
Activists say 20-month-old Hiba is an example of what that crackdown means for the people in the Kashmir Valley. They say she's the youngest victim of pellet guns fired by security forces. The baby was in her mother's arms when a pellet tore through her eye during a gun battle nearby. Her mother fears she's about to lose the sight in her right eye.
We were sitting inside and our home got filled with tear gas. We couldn't see anything. The kids began coughing, vomiting and crying. I picked Hiba up and took her to open a door so that fresh air would enter the room. As soon as I opened the door, the soldiers fired towards the door, nowhere else. My son and I were hit in our hands and my daughter was hit in her eye.
Rights groups say firing shotgun pellets violates global standards on the use of force. Some reports say more than 5,000 Kashmiris, mostly teenagers, are fully or partially blind after being shot in recent years.
What has happened in last 5 years of Modi rule in Jammu and Kashmir is that despite flowery words used by Mr. Modi in his speeches about Kashmir, the violence in Jammu and Kashmir has only escalated. The armed forces have felt more empowered to kill Kashmiris at their own will and at any point of time.
Both India and Pakistan claim Kashmir as their own. Pakistan denies accusations by the Indian government of supporting what it calls terrorist attacks by separatists. India's army has extended powers to arrest and use force under a special law in Kashmir. As Modi reiterated the continuing crackdown during his visit, Kashmiris such as Hiba and her mother say they are suffering the consequences. Fintan, Monaghan, Al Jazeera.